Propo?
Uh,
Yes. How did you see this first half?
let's just be honest. Once in our lifetime, let's be honest. Let's just be honest. Let's take this cap of Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs, there is no team that called Kaizer Chiefs there. They don't know what they are doing, these guys. They are lost completely. Because they don't have a plan. They just play the sake of their playing. Marte, they just look the ball. You don't know what is happening there. Like we saying, like now you got a speed player, but no one's giving the ball. What are you having them in the first place? Just imagine the striker coming all the way, come to defend.
Yeah.
And when they got the ball, that's just debris. Come all the way as a striker, come back to collect the ball. No, something is not right, guys. No. I don't know.
I'm going to come back. We'll speak about it more in depth. Let me just get everybody in. Agent 007. Hi, Chimeo is having a walk in the park right now.
Is it a walk in the park or Chiefs plan is waking? I think Chiefs plan is waking. Excuse me. Make the game as boring as possible. Take a double-decker bus, and I was worried. I think I came back on the live and said, the mistake that Chiefs is making, because I saw that plan first 10 minutes, is sit deep, and then after Sundowns cross the halfway line, then you start to press them a bit. After they cross the third line, that's when you press aggressively. That's the strategy.
After 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to attack Sundowns into their own half. And when you get sucked in, Sundowns is going to get spaces. So I think Coach Nseki said, guys, pull it back, step back. Go back a bit. So I think, for me, I think Chiefs plan is working. The only problem is, why are you forcing Opotsane and Mduduzi to defend? Don't make them defend. You already have 10 players behind the ball, So at least leave Mduduzi if you're worried about defensively that much. At least let Opotsane defend, but let Mduduzi stay on the line, because Umval already has a yellow card. I know AB's yellow card is on the way, and both of them are very aggressive. So if Mduduzi can get one of them, he's going to get a red card. So for me, as a Sundowns fan, I think Chiefs plan is working. Yeah.
I'm going to come back. Let me bring in the others. Mto, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm not so happy with the performance, but I'm happy with how the score is.
You're happy with the score line? Hey, man.
Yeah, I'm happy with the score line. Because honestly, I feel like this Chiefs team always comes back better second half. I don't know why, but second half it's always improved. So I'm hoping for that again today. So for me, the biggest thing is that they don't have the fluidity that Sundowns has as a team. We can't string a couple of passes. We can't really make things happen right now. I'm not happy about that, of course. But the scoreline, what, I'm going to take 0-0 the first half and then try and catch them and get just that one goal, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
But for me, because we're at home, we should really be trying to win this game so that we don't have to do much when we go to Pretoria.
But I'm going to come back. We're going to speak probably about these tactics. Ronnie, you can just finish your point there, and then also just tell me what you think about what Sundowns is doing. Let's focus on Sundowns. They haven't been able to break down Chiefs just yet. They started getting spaces towards the end. Do you think that what RULAN'S is doing is working?
No, man. I think the Chiefs plan is to as much as I think I told you last week also, to say what they were going to do is to sit, get a clean sheet here, go and unleash that side. That's what I'm thinking. But I feel like now I'll stop watching Chiefs game first half and watch second half. To be honest, because now, honestly speaking, if it started 3, I'll come at quarter past, after 4, then watch the second half. I don't know. It frustrates me sitting there watching and say, if Rowan Fernandez, there was this guy, the Williams and all this,
Williams.
And then you just receive a ball, pass it. Then after 2 minutes, receive the ball, pass it. He hasn't even a single shot for 45 minutes. For 45 minutes. I'm sure even the fans there are frustrated.
Okay.
But okay, maybe they'll come back second half as a better team. Maybe. But let's see. But I mean, these days it's frustrating. Chiefs is frustrating me, to be honest. You know what? I still say this is the easiest cup to win. If they get a clean sheet here and go and play better at Pretoria, then something else, get to the final, then win it if they have to. I wish Chiefs can win this trophy as a Pirates supporter, but the way they're doing it, I don't see them. There's no hunger. They don't show me hunger to see they want to take it. That's my thing. And
Okay.
I don't know, man. Another thing that I have to emphasize. No, I just emphasize the referee. The referee, man. Come on, man.
I'm coming. Let me bring everybody in. We don't have that much time. Brampo, what are you seeing from Sundowns, man?
No, Sundowns, what I like about Sundowns, they keep to the way they play. You understand? Ask yourself, you said it's a home ground advantage. You fail even one. I mean one. Shot and go. No, so there's something that, this thing of defensive is not on. This thing, we can't wait for the second game. You understand? Obviously, when they go there, they said, okay, they're going to beat up the Chiefs, big heavy score, because they want to attack. No, something must be done, Chiefs. I don't know what, but something must be done.
Can I ask you, Sundowns have Vala on a yellow card, Mudiba's on a yellow card. They've got a couple of slow people there at the back. Then shouldn't that be a worry for Rulani coming to the second half? Do you think that he's going to change Umvala to try save it, or do you think he's going to think, hey man, Chiefs is not doing anything to me right now?
If it's a coach, I don't see any threat from Chiefs. You understand? The thing is that if the Chiefs, you see always the weak point of Sundowns, the back line, they are very slow. We understand? And what do you have to do? Get somebody else who can give, champagne passes. There's no one who's supplying the strikers. They have to take out Mart out, put Zwan some game. Let this other guy, number 17, run up and down. I'm telling you, we'll score. But if that's the same way, I'm telling you, we're not getting anything.
Okay. Let me go into... sorry, apologies here. Let me go into Agent 007. Tell me about what your team is doing. Should Rulani be worried about the yellow cards, the fouls? Because this ref seems very happy to take out cards. What are you guys doing well?
Yeah, he's kind of happy, this ref, and you don't do that in a derby or a big game. You let the game fall. The attackers that he has, they deserve a yellow card. I think the Mudiba one deserved a yellow card. But others, I feel they didn't deserve a yellow card. But anyways, I think I think he's gonna trust Mudiba to be disciplined, and I think for Umvala, I think he'll wait for you guys to bring in Osaile, then drop him out and then bring in Ogrant, But I think I'm just liking what we are doing, with we're keeping possession out of the ball. I'm distracted about the Kuso. But anyways, yes, we're keeping possession of the ball. Chiefs have closed the center, so they're trying to go out. So yeah, we're just recycling the ball. Go back, is close, come back, try to suck Chiefs in, go to Williams, So I think we're just recycling the ball, nothing usual until we find an opening, And I would have preferred Umendieta over Unku, but I think Unku, I see nice touches from him, so maybe him and Mayama, they're more quicker than Zwane. So I think they might open Chiefs a bit up. And Walende also. So I think once maybe bring in a Mendieta, then we would see more penetration. But otherwise, I think with the yellow cards, Mvala, I think probably, maybe, after you guys bring in Saili.
What is Sundowns doing well this game? Bashota guy, what are you seeing?
You know what, Sundowns, it's always good on possession of the ball. So they've been very good with how they're playing their passes and all of. They are more confident than Chiefs. That's a fact. You see. So, but for me, they haven't really created too many scary opportunities. The ones that makes your heart drop. So they're still well contained. So they're not really breaking down Chiefs that well, other than the position. Other than the position. So you see, for me, this game is still very much balanced. That's why I feel like if Chiefs can tweak it here and there, they could still have a chance. They could still have a chance.
Okay.
Sometimes it's just the position, and we knew even before we came into this game that's what would happen. So yeah, for me, it's not. I don't know what they need to do to change it. But so far, defensively, Chiefs, it's working. It's just in attack where it's not working.
I'm gonna go to Ronnie quickly. Ronnie, I want you to carry on touching on the ref part because there's been a lot of cards that have been given. He seems card happy, but isn't this something that Chiefs should be exploiting?
Yeah, they're supposed to towards their advantage, try to put them in the dangerous spaces whereby the Sundowns will commit themselves. But for now, it's only because Sundowns are frustrated to win the ball as quick as possible. That is the problem, and then they make that mistakes. And on the other half, you understand me? So Chiefs supposed to just because I think the other thing they have 3 quick players up front, right? Chiefs, but they are not used. I wish if it was me, put next time start with guys who can manage the game and put the kicker players second half. Simple as that. Because why are you bringing them in for second half where you're going to defend? It doesn't make sense to me. So I think they're supposed to use that advantage of the yellow card. Try to be on the other half. Quick, be as quick as possible. Get into the dangerous areas. Then make some to commit, and then after commit, the yellow card, second yellow card, you go out. Simple as that. But now,
your prediction?
I'm not sure that. You know what? Because of the goal that they scored Chiefs last 2 games, right? You know what? If one can score, it's a draw. If one team can score, it's going to be 1-1.
Okay. Let me bring in Prampo. Very quickly, what can Chiefs do in the second half to be better? Because they haven't been, they're not threatening. They've been defending well. You can say they've been defending well, but they're not threatening. What should they do in the second half? Oh, Prampo. Okay, I'm going to go to Agent 007. Agent 007, how can Ntseki hurt you guys in the second half? And then your score prediction.
I think bring in Omatlou and bring in Osaile and then take out Umdantani. And I don't know if you guys are worried about Pude getting another yellow card, but Modi. So I think maybe because Modi's on a yellow, bring him out for Osaile. So I think, and then tell Udubri and Osaile, you guys are not defending. You stay on the half line. Don't drop into the center fullback positions. You're doing that. By the time you guys win ball, who's going to run?
Yeah.
So I think we'll win this game 2-0, I think.
To, how are you seeing what is your team going to do? And also, what do you think the score is going to be?
Oh, they've just put in our striker. Hopefully we have a central point of focus now. So that could change things up. Maybe he wants to try and go for it. Let's hope so. But I think we need a playmaker. There's no playmaker in that midfield. So that's the biggest challenge. We can't attack without a playmaker. I don't know. Hopefully he can put in the young boy to try and make things happen going forward, and then Saile later on.
Okay. So you were stealing it.
Yeah, we're stealing it 1-0.
Prampo, are you back? You can just unmute them, Prampo, if you're back.
I'm back.
Yeah, there we go. Tell me what your team can do. I see they're putting on the new guy.
Yeah. I don't ever comment on this one. I don't ever comment.
Score scoring. End of the match. What do you think?
2-1. Sundowns is also 2-1. Blow straight.
Okay. I'll see you then, guys. I'll see you guys at the end of the match. And Ronnie, almost smash and grab.
I hope now we understand what not to say. I'm a master of prediction. I'm a shy picky part.
What do you think? So
it is 1-1. Chiefs supposed to, you know what? After that, substitution wrong from Chiefs. Man.
Yes,
you're supposed to do something wrong. Substituting. You cannot do that. You're leading the game. Do something. Try something. Try something. Try to play on Sundowns half all the time. You cannot allow them to come at you all the time. You already you have scored 1 goal. Just play the long, leave the Dupree and all the fast guys down there. Play the long balls all the time. Make them be on the other side. You rather play the old and days football. Just Simple as that. Why do you have you already played poor from first half? You came back, you score 1 goal. Go back to the same way of playing. Simple as that. Simple. I'm telling you, I told you last week, let that guy go. He's old.
Okay.
He is old. Let him go, bruh. Loan him out to Upulukwani, Abu Banban Lenzansi, Abu JDR.
Hey, 2 minutes, Ron, man.
Bye-bye.
To the Kulmaga, the Monday. The Kulmaga, the Monday. Thank you for joining me. Della, your thoughts on the game?
You know, very close to winning, to stealing this game. But unfortunately, Sundowns managed to come back. But all in all, I saw if Kaizer Chiefs are gonna put the same performance they did today, second leg, then I'm telling you, go finally so your corner. But I'm not happy about certain players and my substitution. I expect the coach to close the shop, like to bring in Njabulo Ngcobo. Better because of no one was closing Umendieta. Umendieta did almost 3 crosses and the third one was successful. So no one was closing Umendieta that side because of it was supposed to be Abu Kunika. So Abu Kunika they were not closing in Umendieta because of already Uran Mugana was more tactically he managed to put in Umushek.
Yeah.
So I'm happy in the game, but I'm not happy about it 1-1. I expected to say like Mamelodi advantage of 1 need. But all in all, they will dala corner. But our striker who I persuaded, I don't want to judge him yet, but he must show us something, man. He must show us something, man. And I also like there was a cross that was whipped in by
and he missed the header. Yeah.
I expected him to at least on target, but all in all, I saw a lot of spaces and I thought the Chiefs were gonna exploit the spaces left by Sundowns midfield. But they didn't. So
Monday. Thank you for joining me, Dela. Senzo, 1-1. Almost stole it, but lack of discipline towards the end. What did you think?
Like I said, I think in the previous chat we had, is that Chiefs is very difficult to beat. Like, not a lot of people have been scoring against Chiefs, so I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that Sundowns was struggling against us. I think Rulani finally learned how to unlock us at the end, which is very scary because if you see what he did, he saw that let me overload the left and the right back, and that's where the mistake is gonna come from. And evidently, the mistake came in from the left and the right back. And Mabena had a chance. We don't know if it was an offside. Had a chance. Masipo came on. It was a chance. So besides that, Chiefs really, if people are not seeing this, it shows that Chiefs is it has the players. It has the quality to fight with Sundowns. If they had a good coach, I feel like Chiefs could go a certain level that Sundowns maybe might not reach, or a level that Sundowns might reach. But if we're looking at this is Nteku who hasn't no experience in the PSL. Nteku who couldn't beat our Township Brawlers, and he held Sundowns. Sundowns has been scoring for fun lately, and he held Sundowns. He took Potane, put him in the middle to help, and he changed the game. Today I was very happy with Nteku. Whatever he did right. So, yeah, come Sundowns.
No, thanks. Thank you, Senzo. Thank you. Manume Kutso, tell me. We almost stole it, man. The
unbeaten run continues. The Chiefs unbeaten
run. It was a winning run. It was a winning run. They're not winning anymore.
If it was for Oshanti and Motaung, but is unbeaten. But I'm worried. I think Chiefs is another player at the CV. You send your CV, I'm a top striker. They don't assess you. They say, oh, yeah, we need a top striker, we need a CDM. Because when Castillo came, he was a CDM. Mara, practically, when you're watching Chiefs, you didn't know what you were signing. Luckily, it worked out, but you not say you are signing a CDM. This guy looks nothing like a CDM.
Yeah.
I can understand. And Gonzalez, I think for Coach Mulis, it's okay to have a player for training, assess him and say, nope, it's not going to work. I don't think he gave Chiefs anything. Could have done better. I don't know. Was something wrong with Saleh?
He's there. He's on the bench.
Because there was an opening for Saleh to come in as a sub. When Sundowns were trying to get that equalizer, I think Chiefs could have exposed Saleh.
Okay.
But I really thought it would be difficult for Sundowns. I actually thought Chiefs would win because looking at how the two teams play, on paper, when you look at it, the game nearly had Chiefs. And I think going to Pretoria, games still get Chiefs. Yeah,
okay.
For time's sake, congratulations to both teams.
We're going to watch your team tomorrow. I'll be here for the Pirates match too. Agent 007. Yeah?
I
don't want to hear you singing. I don't want to hear you singing.
I didn't think if you told me during the week that I would be happy with a draw, I would have killed you.
Yeah.
I would have killed you if I told you that I would be happy with a draw. But again, my quick thought is historically Chiefs is a very, very, very lucky team. They're God's favorite. One goal attempt, one goal. What more do you guys want?
Not after this match, Chief. Not after this. We can't say that after this one.
Yes, one good attempt, one goal.
How many attempts did you guys have?
6 shots on target and 20 shots.
The shots on target, the ones that Peterson was catching, Jay. You only had 2 real shots.
You know deep down that the man of the match is Peterson.
Yeah, no, I said it.
Yes. So,
the
point that I wanted to make was, I think this feels like a loss to Chiefs because they had it. It's a case of almost, could have been, should have been, but so close, but so far again, So I think for me, this feels like a loss to Chiefs. Hence, I'm celebrating because I had given up, to be honest with you. And I think this is where I disagree with Chiefs fans, That's why I disagree with fans a lot. If Chiefs won 1-0, the story would be Nteki masterclass. Nteki outsmarted Urulani, But what did you guys expect? That with such kind of strategy, it's possible that we can score, So I want you guys to give kudos to Coach Nteki. His strategy worked almost flawlessly, So give Nteki his flowers, guys. That's all I'm asking. And lastly, it's a case of saying in English, they're saying heads with Chiefs fans. Heads you win, tails you lose. Either way, Nteki is losing from you guys. So give kudos to Nteki. But again, lastly, I think we'll discuss Sundowns some other games. Sundowns likes imagination without Zwane, and I think Coach Nteki, the only thing that I blame him for is you cannot bring in a debut for a guy in such a high pressure game, and he doesn't know the surroundings. But otherwise,
we're going to break it down properly. Okay, thank you, Agent. Sinjay, tell me, almost.
Listen, I think had Nteki decided to put in Solomon's Nongcobo at the 89th minute. That goal would have happened. I think he reacted very late and thought maybe he wanted to see what the additional time is going to be, and then decided to change. I think he should have made that change immediately after the 85th mark and put in Nongcobo just to block up shop and have him warm to be warmed up towards the last injury time, because that's so you want him to be very warmed up when that is happening. I blame him for his late substitution in that goal. How he played second half. Also, don't condone it. I see glimpse of a good player in this Kamzala striker. He just needs a proper number 8 and 2 good wingers. He's good on the end. He can shield the ball. He can protect the ball. He can cover his spaces. He's quick off the mark. I like him a lot. I saw him I hoped that they would have put in Osamkelo Zwane to be closer to him, to protect him, and to feed him the ball. Otherwise, it's a 1-1.
Okay.
I'm hoping that the other teams will start to smell the blood, that some are not invincible.
Danko. We're gonna speak about it properly on Monday when we get into it. Murau, welcome to the show. How are you doing? Murau. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Let's go to Mukwena. Mukwena. Kimoken. Guys, is it me? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, leadership, can hear you.
I think the other guys are sleeping now. Hey, I'm going to go with this Spo then. Spo, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Huh?
Yeah, guys, what's going on? Right? Prampo, take it away. What did you think of this game?
I always said something, I always repeat one thing. Our coach and the technical staff, they don't have a game management.
Yeah.
When I play soccer, the best form of defense is to attack. You understand? How do you attack? You put 4 defenders. And you are about to make a lot of mistakes.
No, like besides that, did you see how towards the end of the game, when you should be having more defenders, now all of a sudden there's no defenders?
No, I'll go to the point already. You know what, Tabza? The best way, to attack, you understand? Put offensive players so that you don't allow the opponent to add more pressure on you. Now, what was happening? What do you call Sundowns? They were pressing us because now we got people that they've got a mentality of defense. You understand? In that situation, you make sure that you push them so that they'll push more of their opponent to come forward. What do? You punish them on counter attack.
Yeah.
We don't. This is a struggle. This is a struggle, real struggle. I'm telling you. This is a real struggle.
Monday, because I agree with you on the technical stuff. Rashota somewhere. Let me bring in DK. DK, welcome to the show. How are you doing, my brother?
I am good, and you, man?
No, I'm okay. How did you see this game?
Look, I'm a Sundowns fan, but I think Chiefs should be embarrassed. Especially in Turkey. You can't be a home team and get off with 72, actually 28% in terms of ball possession. You allow Sundowns high press. Even when they play without a striker, they will still hurt you where it matters the most. Remember, when they lost Tembazwane, which is their key man in terms of opening up spaces, they still had other options, to come from the wing. And these South Americans, they are very, very clever. They don't look down. You saw when Mendieta received the ball from Mashiko, he looked up. This goal reminds me of a goal that Paris defender scored. I think Ndondo had the same thing. He put it in the box in the dying minutes. I think they were playing against Chiefs. Remember that? Is it Koki? He scored a similar goal. Yeah. So for me, competing against Sundowns that has got no natural striker, and you still can't shake them. Imagine, we are going into a FIFA break. These guys apparently they are in training now. The Shaluliles, Morena. So in Pretoria, let's wait for 3-0 upwards.
You're doing well. I was fine with it until the end, but it's fine. It's fine, DK.
No, we have to be honest, my brother. You can't sit back, and there's no creativity in the middle field as far as Chiefs is concerned. And that goal was against.
You didn't create much today, guys.
No, but Allende was all over you guys. And remember, the goal was against the run of play. Sundowns defenders, they relaxed. There was nothing threatening about that goal.
It's fine. No, sorry, so welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Mr. OT and the panel, how are you? I'm good, man.
Yes. What did you
Okay.
make of this game? He laughs.
Look, it's exactly what I said yesterday. It's exactly what I said yesterday. Chiefs was the only. You remember yesterday? I even said the biggest downfall of Chiefs will be Sunday. I mean, the game is almost over. You are in the 80th minute. You close everything. You don't allow anything to go over you, go across you.
Yeah.
You need that awareness. I would disagree with the previous speaker. Chiefs needed to press more. I mean, I've said this even yesterday that you cannot press Mamelodi Sundowns because you open up spaces. Those have spaces for them to play. So Chiefs did not press Sundowns. They allowed them to have the ball at the back, but in the middle they shut it down. The only downfall that Chiefs had today was on Klanty's side, and it was unfortunate. I thought he was gonna use the same lineup he used against Stelis, where he played Frosler as a left back and played Quinta as a right back. That would have been a lot better because Frosler, in terms of awareness, he's much better than Klanty.
Yeah.
So we would have been able to close the 1-0 down. But like I said yesterday, that the game will finish exactly 1-1 because of those little mistakes that our coach keeps on making.
I'm gonna have to cut you off there. I'm going to have to cut you off there. But we'll have the proper conversation on the show properly next week, Tori, so just for time.
Okay, no problem. I'll be there next week.
Tepoti, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you doing?
Mel, on yourself?
No, I'm disappointed, but I mean, what did you feel about this game?
Here's the thing. There's something the previous speaker just said. This game, we were supposed to play Fosler and Solomons. It would have been a different ball game. Now we focused a lot on defending. We forgot that we still need to score. And we score one goal, we 1 goal up. Why don't we needed players like, we need a coach that can take risks. We needed a player like Mdu. Put Mdu in so he can stress the midfielders. So the defenders can also stress and say, hey, we have this boy to stress about. So Tina, we were all like, if you check Sundowns, like they were like chilling at the back. Whatever ball that comes over the way, they just hold the ball, play the ball, and they attack us. You see, they were literally all over us. But then as Chiefs fans, we don't want to admit. But then Sundowns was literally all over us. And one thing we needed to do is that we need a playmaker. We need a playmaker. We need someone who can match Castillo. If you can get someone who can match Castillo, because Castillo is good at passing. He's good at playing ball. So if you can have someone who can assist him in terms of movement, playing the ball, we actually have good players. We just don't have a coach.
Okay.
And the striker lesi, manje basilethela yenye imbazo nje,
Slando Sile was Africa, man. Slando was South Africa. But let's not go there. Thank you so much, Sepo, for joining me. Tom, how did you see the game end there?
It's so disappointing to concede in injury time. For me, I think, you know what, Coach Ntseki made some mistakes in his subs. Or he should have read from Rulan. Rulan was trying to throw everything at Chiefs based on how he was subbing. So from that, I would have put in more quicker players, Mdu, Said, to try and catch them, because they were we had a lot of space, but we didn't know what to do with the ball. That's the problem with Chiefs. And again, I'm hoping for the second leg, Kick and Tolly is gonna be ready, because apparently he is training. So we need a playmaker. So without a playmaker, we're not gonna make it. Unfortunately, we're not gonna make it. It's disappointing. And again, I think January we must go for, I don't know if the transfer window in South Africa is closed. We need to get a competition, a better left back. I'm not happy with him. I think he can't deal with crosses, and that's his weakest point. So, and that goal, we shouldn't have considered that goal given the time. And Ireland had a free chance to cross. Nobody was closing him. We were defending too deep, and that's a recipe for equalizer. So the way Rulana said the knew Sundowns, to be honest, Sundowns second half, they only had that chance. That was the only chance they had second half.
Yeah.
That's how good defensively we were. We just needed to sort out the attack.
Okay.
So yeah.
No, thanko Mto. Guys, Mto is a subscriber on my channel, so thank you so much for supporting me there financially. Let me bring in where am I? Lord Muller. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm not okay, OT.
You're not okay, my guy. You're not okay.
Yes, I have three problems, if not two.
Hit me.
Okay, number one, I'm gonna start with you, my friend.
With me?
Okay, yes, with you.
Hey, man.
Like I have requested for the past 84th minute. All of the people that you put in your panel now, bangithole kiwi.
Marukhona nakungenile. Nakungenile.
Yes, nalesa spirit bengikwate ngaso sengiyehlile ngiboshisile. Anyway, thank you for ukuthi ngiboshisile because I was very angry.
No stress, my brother.
Yeah, okay. The second one, I told you yesterday that I have a problem with Hlanti. He's my only problem. Defensively, we're the best. We're the best defensively. We have a young man, what's his name? On Hlanti's side.
Mashiane.
We have Mashiane. Mashiane is pacey. Wamaka. Mashiane is everything. Like you were saying, during the game. Why don't we take one CD to go and help our fullbacks? We have Mashiane. You take Marto Castillo to go help Mashiane. To go help Mashiane. Mashiane is
to go help Santia.
Yes, either Mashiane or Santi.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
I would say Mashiane because I know Mashiane is good. He's good with his legs. Guys, let's not say Mashiane Kibana or whatnot. Look at Barcelona. They're fielding a 16-year-old boy and he's causing problems. Why are we afraid of doing that? Lastly, I'll see you tomorrow, my friend. I work at home, so I have all the time.
No.
Lastly, I'd like to organize people that supports Chiefs so that we go there. Yazin, can I please speak my native language? Because you know when I speak English,
go ahead, just for time, very quickly.
Yes. Chiefs, and so that we go there and tell them that we do not want Ntseki. Ntseki is a flop. Kaizer Chiefs have very good players. I like serious. We have very good players, but we do not know how to use them.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't know how to use them.
We'll see if we could organize something. It feels like it's going to be that memo thing again. Keddy, welcome to the show. How are you doing? Keddy, can you hear me? You can just unmute and then jump in. Okay, I think we have a bit of a problem there. Theo, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
It's Jamie, I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. You remember last time Spugile came in cheap, I was so mad. But this game is Sundowns. About first half, I was so frustrated. I was so angry, thinking, what is the coach doing? What are the tactics and all of that? But second half, I think we came with a better plan. Putting in Gonzalez, had to put our defenders as Sundowns back, forcing our players to play wide. And then that cross, in fact, But again, another thing that I want to sideline about, coach it's like he doesn't know the strength of his players.
Yeah.
You cannot have Sundowns attacking or putting in attacking players and then you're going to sub Patrice. You should have put in Usaile and Patrice up front and then let Gonzalez there, just being a main point, you understand? Having to put in certain defenders, as much as Sundowns was attacking, we were going to also attack. We were going to force them to make mistakes at the back. But nonetheless, outside I'm happy. I'm very much happy. Yeah, so Monday.
Thank you, Theo. Lodrick, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Right, Chomiaka,
Hey, right. At least take a point. What did you think of the game?
Yeah, Maragu from the first in the midweek, or it's gonna be a draw, and Sundowns is gonna win on the second leg. So I'm very much disappointed. Chiefs,
badlalile pila during mogare ga beke. So now at the end of then badlala ka mogolo because 20 just imagine Joe, a big team like Chiefs, no corner for the whole 90 minutes, only one goal and target, 29%
possession.
ball position. Like I told you last time, or if you're gonna allow Sundowns to play between spaces in the middle field, then it's gonna be a suicidal for Chiefs. Unfortunately, we lost Mushishi. Then the whole structure and the system of the plan has to change. So, but definitely, I think Chiefs needs to come with a better plan for the second time because now I see something very different.
Yeah,
my friend. Kinya go bolela maka o tlo bana le problem na kinya go bona o kwatile kinya ka bona at least ke rele ka ponyana lo wena.
No,
Ngwana go gae ke dula centurion why mara swantse go rolla you are in my bag. So swantse re at least nyana o kry something micho.
Na ke batla trophy, ke batla something, ke batla trophy nna.
Yeah, but at least create somebody to assist Castillo. Ke about Castillo how you insisted Hageru Ubatlega, that guy from Chipa Musele, then you insisted or it's a good CBD. But now it's no longer a CBD, it's a striker because your striker cannot do the job.
No, but I come back. We'll speak about it since. Hey, Maranodi, Kwampulaya, Joe. Hey, Oskampulaya, Mugunto. Butari, welcome to the show, my brother. How are you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
No, I'm okay, I guess. What did you see from this game?
For me, Chiefs, according to me, first half, nowhere to be found, very useless as usual. Come second half, they seem like they want to start the ball from the back, but from what the game that I saw today and how we scored, it looked like Ziki wants to win something, then maybe he'll start playing a good football. I don't know. Okay. Because if you look at the goal they came from, it shows that if you can play past the ball, then if you play and pass the ball, we can score as much goals as we can because it came from Castillo passing the ball, Modi passing, Dupree lifting up the head, he makes a pick-pointed pass. Yeah. So why don't we play more, you know? Then from there, I saw that from there we went back to our default setting. We set back a lot, and I knew that we were inviting problem. Then when I saw 6 minutes, my man, I was like, you remember the Banyana game? I was at that stage.
Yeah.
But, for us, the 1-1 draw, quickly, the 1-1 draw is a problem to us, but I feel like it will make a very good game when we go to Loftus because it's gonna be an interesting. We need to score. We'll see if Chiefs will attack.
No. Thank you so much, Butara, for joining me. Fiesta, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
So hot, man. Hold on.
Hey, I guess you're right. I guess you're right. I guess we won one game in.
Yeah, it's almost a win, hot man. I think Shogadoli.
Okay.
I told leader Castillo le match because Harna a leader in the middle. If you check second half, Nariko Gelafella a leader, Etohono controller, Etohono who manager the whole situation in Rugometili.
Yeah.
But well done for defenders. Hey, Motsepe. But I think the plan was good.
Yeah.
For Sundowns because the way about your hey, yeah.
Okay.
So,
no.
The only person who can give the only, and then the other.
Yeah. You've still got some time.
The other thing you have to tell killing what the guy on IKEA, this new guy, co-gaming SO.
Okay.
Renale le Saile Conte. If I can say Saile, my brother, Gabaribua, something no. Because we get them tola, once again, I feel also to one of the mistakes I do that. So, like Sundowns, defense of Sundowns in its worry to come to. Yeah. Mara,
I wasn't. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining me, Fiesta. 34 Tipper Truck Business. Welcome again, my brother. How are you doing?
100%. How are you? How are you, my G? Push up.
But it's
Don't
fine.
worry.
Rinka mentioned. What did you say?
You know, from the 90s, come on like this. This is not the Chiefs I know. The Chiefs I know is pound to pound. Even better than Sundowns. Let's be honest. Let's open our eyes and say whatever we want to say, but let's be honest with ourselves. To have one shot at goals and become a goal in second half, defend the whole match, we are lying to ourselves. What are we trying to achieve? What is Chiefs trying to achieve? I'm a Baghanyan, but I know when Pirates and Chiefs met, it was pound to pound. Sunners and Chiefs were pound to pound. But to wait for second half to put one goal and then we say we have arrived. Guys, we are lying to ourselves. You can see it. And you know the funny part, Mr. Overthinking. Look at the players that are playing at Chiefs now.
Yeah.
Look at the players' age, right? And look at the players that are playing at Sundowns' age now.
Yes. Yeah.
And look at the players that are playing at parents' age now. And you tell me what's going to happen in the future. Where is the future for Chiefs?
Yeah.
There's a problem there. Look at Sundowns. 16 year, 19 year. It's like downwards. Pirates the same thing. You go, Chiefs is like Grootmans, and then they come on, guys. Let us be honest. I looked at the game. I said, I spoke to my dad. He says, but you know, what can we do? We want the win. You can't always want the win because we're a Chiefs supporter.
But overall, we'll speak about it. We'll speak about it just for the sake of time. I'm going to have to let somebody in. We'll speak about it Monday, but then we'll break it down properly. Thank you, my brother. Spiwe, welcome to the show. How are you doing? You can just unmute there, and then you can join me. Okay, Mukwena, how are you doing? Oh, there we go. I think we've got Spiwe. What are your thoughts of the game, my brother?
Hello, Ujal.
No, we can't, Brian.
Sharp. Hey, you Sundowns, please.
We Sundowns. And
support Sundowns. You know what? Yeah. No. Ngihlezi mbatshela guys. Ucoach asinayo ucoach. Namhlanje manje uqala kuyabonakala manje icoach asinayo. We don't have the coach. Ama players sina but the coach asinayo. At all. Ngeke ufaka abadlali bathi badlala ibhola liyemuva. Even though iKaizer Chiefs iya defend ne. Angeke udlala ibhola ulisa emuva ibhola. Kanjani ibhola liyemuva? No. Uguy I think is the time now. Sokumele ahambe. Isikhathi sakhe siphelile. No. Uzosilimaza uyabona futhi kule season lena. Ikhapha mfethu. I'm telling you, iChiefs iyosishaya ku second leg. I'm telling you.
You're the first one that I've heard Okulumanja.
No, it's not like ukuthi angimthandi uRulani, ngiyamthanda but i-strategy akadlala ngaso asikho right.
Yeah.
Asikho right at all. Uyabona iChiefs mayingadlala kahle izosishaya vele. I'm telling you. uRulani indlela adlala ngayo just usenza ingane yabo. Usenza ingane uRulani. I think now is the second coach umele aphume namaphoyisa stadium. No, into is right.
No, thank you for joining me. Mukwena, welcome to the show. How are you doing? Last year, Kata or something.
Kunjan boss.
No, right. No, Gisha, Orenka mentioned.
Nakishapu happy kishapu goalkeeper kiseti kishapu mnati goalkeeper rona bakaua babo the number one goalkeeper Rowan na thusa ke team defender ke team fela Next time, what goalkeeper national team ke ya rona. Secondly, defender ya rona is up. But manuna le ntho ba brainwash ka yona man. Ya hore Sundowns into byan. That players e sharp ka. Body language like Modi, Bobo Potsane, the way they played, they don't play the way we know them. We know they are attacking players, free players. When they have a ball, they challenge the players. You know, 1-on-1, they can take him. But the way now they playing, there is something that they give them from the dressing room. Said you must play like this and this. So this is they must tell them, guys, if you have a ball, if you need to attack him. Like now, that guy in the left hand side, man with 2 men or whatever, I don't know what his name for sometimes. That guy is the weakest player. Turn us low. Everything is low for you.
Yeah,
the weakest player. Gautier slow. Is the weakest player. Is slow. You see. So if they give you guys the second game, they said, guys, attacking them. Just go to them. We get more goals. We get more goals. Sometimes it's not there. It's not there anymore. It's just playing for another thing, but it's not there anymore. We try to close these gaps. They did not find the gaps. I'm happy for the
team. We'll speak about it properly on Monday. Thank you so much for joining me, Mukwena. Guys, for time's sake, I think that's the last person I'm going to let in. If you haven't followed, please follow. We're going to be watching Pirates tomorrow, and then my normal show is Monday to Friday, 12:30 in the afternoon, and then Monday to Wednesday at 8 p.m. My thoughts are very simple. I don't mind defending. My issue is that it feels as though Chiefs does things the wrong way around. So at the beginning of the match, we were defending very deeply and then not using our Dupree properly. Then when we come into the second half, we're under pressure. That's when we want to put the ball down and play and try to release people, right? So I think we did the wrong thing. You start off like this so you can nick a goal and then you defend towards the end. Sundowns was going to get that last goal because if you watch the way we were defending there, I kept saying, you need help for your fullbacks. You need help for your left and right backs because Santi and Kwinika are the weak players. But also, when you take out Santi and Kwinika, those two in the middle start moving around. And that's why I said this in the beginning, that the key is not to have Msimangwe and Ditlokwe move around, right? So now you've got Frosler on the pitch. You've made a change for Gonzalez. You've got to play defending deep, right? And then you allow it to be a 4 at the back. Santi, there was twice where he was alone on the side. And even for this header, maybe Santi shouldn't have been the last man, because we had more defenders on the pitch. So it's little things like that. Also, Dupree is fast. He's one of your best players. He scores the goals, right? How then do you play him for 60 minutes of the match as somebody who's dropping deep? As somebody who's coming back and not using his pace against the slow Mvala, against the slow AB. We saw AB last time got a yellow card dealing with Dupree. We saw Mvala already on a yellow card, right? Then by the time you want to use that, you take him off and you put on Gonzalez, who can't take advantage of those spaces. I think Modi, I think Dansane, I think Dupree could have been incredible in that last stretch of the first half when Sundowns was open at the back. That's when you pressure them. Dupree should have pressured Mvala. Mvala was on a yellow card. Never touched Dupree or anybody, for that matter, up to the end of the match. Mduduzi got a yellow card. Never got touched after that, right? Sometimes you need to target these things. And you could tell at the end of the match when we should be defensively solid. It's the last 10 minutes of the game, right? 85th minute or whatever. It's the last 10 minutes when you should be defensively sound and you should have extra coverage and extra people at the back. That's the time when you decide not to do that. All right, guys, I think that's the only thing. But overall, I think defensively, we were very good. But the issue that I have is be defensively good, but have a way to score. We can't keep having individual brilliance, people falling asleep over Kutsia being the way that we win our games. That cannot be the way we do it. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys tomorrow again for the Pirates match.